Hello my fellow book addicts, Megan here, and time for another book review. Today I'm going to be talking about The End of Days by Susan E., and this is the third and final book in the Angelfall trilogy. So this book, I'm not going to go into too many details because spoilers, but I love this book. I thought it was a really awesome conclusion, and I'm really sad that the series is over now because I love Penryn and Raffi and just, I love this world and I'm gonna miss it, like, a lot. And I will say, if you have not picked up Angelfall yet, do so now because it is a really awesome series. It's fun, the characters are awesome, and just, it's full of awesomeness. So yeah. I'm going to go into a spoiler a bit now, so if you do not wish to be spoiled, I suggest you click away now and come back after I read the book. So yeah, we pick up more or less immediately where we left off in the world after, where Paige and her little locust army and Raffi and Penryn are flying to safety after that huge bloodbath at the Angel Eyrie, and Raph still has his demon wings. Oh, and they also have that really creepy demon guy, Belial, who I really hate still. Or at least I hated when I started the book, but then I started to feel pity for him, which was just like, what we learn about Belial, just, it made me go from hating him, to pitying him, to hating myself for pitying him and feeling sympathetic. Because I have a love-hate relationship when I actually start feeling bad and sympathetic for villains. Because I love it because it shows that villains don't necessarily do bad things just for the sake of being bad. They usually have a reason or a backstory for it, which I love because it adds depth to the character. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to like and feel bad for the villains. They're the villains, they're the bad guys, I want to hate them. So yeah, that was kind of what I was going through with Belial through this book. Oh my god, so much goes on. It's like, right when you start to kind of calm down and relax, something else big happens. And it's like, oh my god. So, things are going to be a little out of order, probably when I'm explaining this, but just bear with me. So, thankfully, Obi and his awesome resistance group managed to save all those people who were trapped on Angel Island in the last book. So, I don't know if I mentioned this before in one of my other two videos about this series, but I know some people have compared Dee-Dum to Fred and George from Harry Potter. I don't know if it's because I've been watching Ouran High School Host Club lately, but they distinctly remind me of the Hitachi twins, Hikaru and Karu. Just all I could think of when I was reading anything with them, and it was, yeah, they're the twins. They're the twins. And it's beautiful. I love that mental image so much. Raffi actually does get his wings back. Hallelujah, it only took like 2 books, right? 2.5 technically, I would think. So yeah, he can actually be seen among angels now, not be mistaken for a demon in Uriel's, man-made apocalypse. And Penryn, of course, gets caught by the angels because they have a bounty on her head because she killed an angel in the last book. Not only killed an angel, but killed an angel with an angel sword. So they're like, nah, we need to kill this girl. So, she's caught, she's brought in, and, that's when it's, revealed Raffi has his wings back. And, of course, this is also when the election for the next messenger goes about. And, good timing. Him and Uriel have a little sparring with words, and basically they kind of challenge each other to this, little thing. I can't remember what it was called, unfortunately, but in order for this to happen, Raffi needs a team, and there's really no other angels who will stand behind him, and be sure to win. The closest he would have had were his watchers who fell, years upon years upon years ago from marrying daughters of man. And between Raffi and Penryn, they come up with this wonderful idea to get the watchers back. They have the angel sword and they have Belial, and earlier in the book, when Belial was showing Penryn some of his memories through the sword, 2 horrible little, hellions came through from his memories. And it's also revealed that Belial was one of Raffi's watchers back in the day. So they kind of make this half-cooked scheme between them, like, hey, if those Hellions came through his memories, maybe the other Watchers could too. So Raffi was gonna go into the past, I guess I could say, to try and find the Watchers, and Penryn gets dragged along with him. So she's basically in hell, and she finds the Watchers first, and she actually finds, like, a still somewhat angelic Belial, who is actually kinda nice, and, you know, with the rest of the Watchers, and first they're like, can we eat her? You know, help heal us a little bit, because they have gone through hell, literally, and they're being tormented, and just the mental images I have conjured because of this book are kind of horrifying. So yeah, she's kind of, you know, running with them, trying to stay alive while she's trying to figure out where Raffi ended up. And, you know, he eventually joins them, and he's trying to explain, like, yeah, so technically a lot of time has passed since you guys have been exiled from hell, and I kind of need you guys. They're trying to be really vague about how they managed to get there. They said, like, yeah, we managed to get here through one of you. They don't say who, because they want them all to make the choice without knowing, because they don't want to cloud their judgment. And they all agree, if we go, we all have to agree to go, even the one who has to stay behind. And sadly, Belial is the first one to be like, no, we need to do this. You know, he does this, like, really touching speech, and I'm just like, of course he had to be the one to volunteer first. And he's the one who can't go because he's the bridge between the worlds, and it's like, ugh. And oh, we also find out why Belial does not like Raffi. Apparently, since he's one of the Watchers, it's safe to say that he fell in love with the daughter of man. He had, you know, he started a little family with her. And Raffi kind of made an unspoken promise to try and protect their wives and their children. And unfortunately, he couldn't protect all of them at times. And, of course, the daughter of man that Belial had married was one of the ones who got caught, and he basically had to watch Hellions, you know, torture and torment her until she eventually did die. I guess I can understand why that would kind of make a guy have a grudge against someone. But yeah, like I said, he's one of the first to agree, and just, oh man, that was heartbreaking. That was really heartbreaking. But, you know, all the other Watchers go back to our present-day world, and yeah, they go off to, you know, try and do this challenge and beat Uriel, so Raffi can be the messenger, because Uriel is a horrible, crazy, twisted guy. It's revealed that he's actually the one who killed Gabriel. So yeah, Penryn, her mom, and Paige are going off back to the resistance camp. Well, first, before they get all the way back, the, I can't remember his name, the albino angel quickly flies back to Penryn to deliver a message to her. Apparently, there's this big blood hunt, which is the contest between Uriel's side and Uriel and Raffi's side. And basically, the goal for this hunt is to kill as many as a specific target as you can, and Uriel comes up with the brilliant idea of that to be humans. And Raff knows where the resistance camp is, and that's a pretty large group of concentrated humans. So instead of, you know, running off and hiding like Raffi wants Penryn to do with her family, she does the complete opposite. She goes to the resistance camp to try and warn everybody, and unfortunately it looks like, you know, a good chunk of the resistance camp was destroyed by people, and yeah, Obi was killed during this, and in his dying breath he named Penryn the leader, which, really, Obi, that's quite a responsibility to throw on like a 17, 18-year-old girl. That's kind of cruel of you. But, you know, Penryn does have what it takes. She's quite resourceful, clever, and, you know, she actually is a pretty good leader. There is only really one thing she can think of doing. She, with the help of some of the people at the resistance camp, manages to broadcast this huge announcement over, all of the area, saying, like, yeah, we're gonna try and get as many people as we can out. For those who don't want to fight, those who are sick or hurt, we're trying to get you to safety. Anyone who wants to fight, meet me at this bridge. And then she does a direct challenge to the angels. Like, yeah, you could attack those fleeing people, but that'll prove that you're nothing but cowards. If you want to fight, come to this bridge. You'll get your fight. And she is such a badass in that moment, and I loved it. And, to kind of distract the angels and bring them to them, so, she doesn't think they'll be able to tell the two locations apart. She remembers a flyer that the twins were distributing earlier for a talent show, of all things. So she kind of is like, hey, here's an idea. And basically they're building a stage, and they're going to be having this giant, really loud, random talent show. And a surprisingly large amount of people showed up. And when we actually saw some of, one or two of the acts for the talent show, I got teary, especially, the ballet one. I'm just like, oh, that's really sad. And then the song one where everyone's singing and just like, oh, the feelings they hurt. I did get really teary at that. And, that's as far as I really get before the angels come to attack. And there's this huge battle, and I was so goddamn relieved to see Raffi and the Watchers teaming up with the humans to fight the other angels. Ariel had a few other nasty apocalyptic creatures made besides the, locusts. Yes, that is the term I'm looking for, locusts. And they kind of come into the fray. Penryn is very close to dying, being killed by these creatures, and Raph does something really intense. They were in the pit. They had a big, showdown between one of the pit lords, and he offered him, a chance at a deal. In exchange for Raffi's wings, he could grant him a favor. So, he didn't have his wings back long. He had his wings back for maybe half a book, if that, before losing them again for good. He makes a deal with the pit lord, get rid of those monsters, and you can have my wings. So that was like, oh my god, all that trouble for you to lose your wings again. Really, Raffi? Really? Really, Raph? So yeah, the ending of the book I thought was really awesome and really sweet. Raph and Penryn are an actual couple now, and it's like, yay, finally, they can be together. And his Watchers are going to be staying on Earth with him, and they're going to, try and help humans recover, while the rest of the angels are going to go back to their world. It's a happy end. That annoying angel girl, Layla, I think her name was, fixed Paige. So, helped with the scarring a bit. And she doesn't need to eat humans anymore. So that's, nice. That's really nice. It's not painful for her to talk anymore. So yeah, that's pretty much how we end things. It's, like I said, I'm sad the series is over, because I love these characters. I love the banter between all of them. I love the chemistry between all of them and the relationships between everyone. And I wish I could see more of that. I really do. What would be really cool is if some point in the future Sue's Need did kind of a spin-off / sequel series to, show maybe a couple years down the line how humanity is rebuilding after this huge apocalyptic angel invasion sort of deal. See how they are in 5-10 years after the, ending of this book. But, that's just me. So yeah, all in all, I love this series. I thought that things were wrapped up pretty damn nicely, and yeah, all in all, 2 big thumbs up. So yeah, that's really it for this book review, and I hope to see you guys next time. Keep on reading, my fellow book addicts. Keep on reading.